Hello everybody, my name is Saf and in this screencast I'm going to guide you through the workflow software Prinergy from Codec. In the previous screencast made by a colleague of mine, we showed you how to make an imposition template in the program Preps. The imposition was based on a 16 pages booklet in 4 colors which we created earlier. The imposition template we created also counted 16 pages, 8 on the front and 8 on the back. I've saved both these files in a folder which I called source files. I'll be needing these later on. Next up, I'm going to start up the workflow software Prinergy Workshop. I put in the right username and password and I selected the right server to connect to. The server I will connect to contains the license for this program and all previous jobs. I press login and wait for it to connect to the server and load the files. So basically, Prinergy is a workflow software where you put both the imposition and the files that need to be printed together. They are sent through a raster image processor which produces a bitmap. These raster images can then be sent to the output device, which is mostly a plate maker. What you see here is the job finder. Previous jobs can be managed from here and new jobs can be created. I'm going to create a new job in the group Project Workflow 2012 by right-clicking and selecting New Job. I call this job Screencast. Then I select the right group and click Create. A new window called Job Manager opens. The moment I clicked Create, Prinergy created a folder structure on the server. These folders can easily be accessed by clicking File on the top left and selecting Open Job Folder in File Browser. Selecting this will open this folder structure. I navigate to the job folder Screencast, where I will put the folder Source Files. The reason why I do this is because I can now access them more easily through Prinergy. The next step is to import the booklet into the job. In the Pages section, I go to the bottom left where it says Input Files. I right-click on the white area and select Add Input Files. In this window, I get to add the booklet file. On the left side, I navigate to the right file. I select it and I click on Add Selected in the middle. The file switches to the right side and is added once I click on OK. Now I right-click on the imported PDF and select Refine First Ref Norms. And then I choose to edit the process template. This handling will normalize and optimize the document for further handling. You can do all sorts of actions. You can also pre-flight your PDF to the profile you want to. But in my case, the PDF has already been pre-flighted outside Prinergy, so there is no need to do it again. These settings are good, so I click OK twice and let the process run. This can take a few seconds or minutes depending on the file. As you can see, there are some low-res images in the PDF, but I'm just going to ignore that since this isn't the real job. When the process is done, I click on Close, and you can see that each page is added separately. Now that the booklet has been refined, I can add the imposition to the job. I go to File on the top left and select Import Imposition. Again, on the left side, I navigate to the right folder, which in this case is called Source Files. I make sure the imposition file is selected. As it is selected, you can see some file information on the right side. When I click Import, a new window opens. I click on OK and the importing process begins. Again, this can take some time. When the process is finished, I click on Close. The next step is to assign the pages to the imposition. This is easily done by selecting all 16 pages in the Pages section. Then I right-click on them and select Assign Page to Position. A new window opens where I accept these settings and click OK. I can check if the pages are added to the imposition by going to the Signature page. I unfold the menus and see that the pages are added to the imposition. When I go to the Separations page, I can see all the separations that are ready for output. And the next step will be exactly that. I select the whole signature and right-click on it. I go to Final Output, Auto Flat Output, Auto Flat Output. I choose to edit the process template. A new window opens. In that window I choose to output to a TIFF file, because TIFF has the best properties to export to and send to the playmaker. In this same window you can also adjust a lot of options towards outputting and screening. I click on OK twice and the process starts to run. Prinergy is now running the imposition through its RIP, and in this case is creating 8 bitmaps, 1 for each color, 1 for each plate. If I navigate in Finder to the Proofs folder, I can see that the TIFFs are added there. This means that the job is now done. These files can be sent to the playmaker to be developed, and that's it. So thank you for joining me through this process. Bye!